Who would have thought that in 2020, someone would have invented a time machine? No, it's not the time machine that's going to get you out of 2020. This time machine is going to be small enough to fit in your tool belt, and it's going to save you a ton of time. We are Inchworm, and we're rethinking precision tooling. Here's our team. Myself, Derek Donato, the CEO, my Chief Technology Officer, Billy Milanese, the Chief Operations Officer, Marissa Brazelli, and our Chief Financial Officer, Enoch Darko. I'm going to turn it over to Marissa, and she's going to tell you exactly why we're here.
Thank you so much, Derek. So I come from the aerospace industry, where as things are getting more advanced, we're putting more avionics boxes into each of our aircraft, which need to be connected between each other with a complex system of wire harnesses. Now, our technicians often have to get in there and get the measurements of these harnesses, which is a task that's a little easier said than done. Installing a wire harness is tedious enough, but uninstalling a harness is even more tedious, and it's non-value added, which means that it's a total waste of time. In order to remove a wire harness, oftentimes that requires some form of deconstruction of the aircraft. Now, this leads to preventable damage, which is a serious concern. You risk damaging your harnesses, other components, or even your structure. And finally, the way that it stands right now, there's no accurate way to measure wire harnesses that have been terminated and installed into an aircraft. So we need something better. But let's take a look at what you might do presently. Some of the options. This is an Olympic wire measuring tool. This is a rigid mounted device that you install onto a shelf and you can run wires through, and it's fairly accurate. Sounds wonderful, except it only works when your harness hasn't been terminated. Another option is you could remove a harness and you could lay it on a 1-to-1 scale drawing and verify your measurements this way, but that's extremely tedious. It takes a lot of time. It might take a technician up to 2 days just to uninstall the harness, let alone lay it out on a big enough area to make measurements. Which means that you're also harming your technician's job satisfaction because they know that they have to turn right back around after they confirm measurements and install it back into the aircraft. Then you have like a keystone option, which is the tape measure, but that doesn't behave like a wire harness at all. It doesn't have the same bend radius. It's very easy to miss that, which means technicians have just gotten used to adding an additional 3 feet on at the end of their measurements just to be sure that they don't end up with a harness that's too short. Floor tile method, also an option, requires a lot of space. Or there's your hand over hand method, which is a brute force way, and it's not very accurate. I mean, technicians have their own different methods, and so it's not the most accurate way to go about things. But we got to thinking, if hand over hand is a method, that means that there's got to be a better way that we can look at this solution. So with that, I pass it over to our CTO, Billy, to tell you about our idea.
So our solution is a specialized tool designed for technicians to measure the length of cable that is accurate up to a 1/16 of an inch over a 100-foot length, portable so it will fit in your tool belt, and it's simple. If you can reach it, Inchworm can measure it. But how does it work? The Inchworm is a small device that clamps onto a cable that can be pre-terminated or non-terminated, installed or not installed, and a various amount of diameters. So our tool can measure a 1/2 inch diameter up to 3 inch in diameter. The ratcheting locking mechanism allows for that various diameters. The roller ball bearings allow you to navigate the Inchworm down a pre-terminated installed cable harness with ease. And the precision roller bearings allow for accurate measurements that will be easily read from the digital display. The rugged body allows you to use the Inchworm in a variety of circumstances and a variety of harsh environments. With that, I bring it on to Enoch with our marketing strategy.
Thank you, Bill. From our market research, we came across that there are over 1.1 million technicians in the defense industry, in the aviation industry, electricians, and then from home improvement in the US. Out of these 1.1 million technicians, they spend around $7,500 to $27,000 on tools per their career. So our team managed to come out with a price of our products being $74.99. And this represents, we take into consideration the price of the product from our competitors, as well as 20% of the distribution channel. We'll be paying 20% of the price of our products to distributors. So taking all into consideration, we're able to come out with $74.99 as the price of our products. Also, we have over 1.1 million technicians that we are expecting to sell our products to. So if each technician is to buy our product, which is $74.99, we are expecting to get around $83.4 million, which represents the total available market. That's the demand of the market for our product. Also, in order to acquire a new customer, we are estimating 20% of the price of our product in acquiring a new customer, giving to our distributors. And 20% of this $74.99 will be giving us $14.99 as the amount of money we will spend each time we want to acquire a new customer. In order to keep these new customers, we are estimating $299.96 as a way to keep the customers, because our product is durable and will cost at least 5 years. We have to have our product for at least 5 years, and we expect each customer to spend at least 2 times with us, making 10 years. Multiplying that with the price of our products give us a lifetime value of $299.96. I'll hand over to Derek, our CEO, to continue with the market strategy. Thanks.
Thank you, Enoch. We have a 3-phase go-to-market strategy. Phase 1 is direct-to-customer sales via the internet and Amazon store to reach our customers directly. Phase 2, we're going to do business-to-business sales, knocking on the doors of the companies we already have contacts with in order to get our product into the hands of our beachhead market. In phase 3, after we've garnered a brand, we're going to market to distributors, and we're going to use that brand to distribute the Inchworm around the world. We have 3 different 6-month milestones that we plan to meet in order to make this happen. By month 6, we're going to have a final product. It's going to be the Inchworm, and it's going to do exactly what we say it is. By month 12, it's going to be certified by ASME. And by month 18, we're going to have garnered our brand and established relationships with our distributors, and they're going to be selling that product around the world. In order to make this happen, we're asking for $750,000. For overhead production, we need facilities, salaries, utilities, equipment, material, and consumables. This is associated with milestone 1, and it'll be $550,000 of the $750,000. Milestone 2 is acquiring the certifications with ASME and other legalities, and we're going to apply $50,000 to that. And milestone 3 is establishing the partner relationships with our distributors, and we're going to allocate $50,000 of the $750,000 to that. So is the Inchworm the time machine that's going to get you out of 2020? No, it's not. But I promise you it'll be the best time-saving investment your company makes in 2020. Thank you for considering Inchworm, where we're rethinking precision tooling.